Morning, folks. It's Labor Day weekend. It's kind of rainy here. Not a whole lot we can do outside, and so I felt like this was the perfect opportunity to do an installation video. And so, that being said, I'm in quite a few different social media groups, and I see question raised quite often. If you have a new Turbo R or Pro R machine, what Pro XP parts will fit? Uh, I have reached out to the folks at Kemimoto, and today we're going to do a little experiment and see if their Pro XP door bags will work in our 2022 Turbo R. So follow along. We're going to open this box, see what's inside, and see if we can get these installed in our new machine. All right, so got the tape cut. Let's open this box up. Got some packing materials in there, and of course our door bags. They've put these in a shipping bag, looks like. Taped it up. Open this up. Get our product out. See what we got. Looks like the door bags themselves are packaged in a Ziploc type sealed bag. Going to have instructions, of course, on how to install. Now keep in mind, again, these are their door bags for the Pro XP machine, and we're going to be installing these in a Turbo R machine today. Of course, the Pro R, Turbo R are all the same. So just, to try to help answer one of those questions, will these certain Pro XP parts work on the newer platform machines? Let's pull these out and take a look at them. Looks like right here we've got some installation hardware, of course silicone gel, right there. Unfold one of these guys. They're marked right and left to help with installation. Pretty good looking bag. I've had Kemimoto bags in our two previous machines. We had an XP1000, and then of course you guys have seen, if you've watched any of our videos, the XP Turbo that we've had until recently. Had Kemimoto bags in both of those, miles and miles of mud and rocks and pressure washing and all of that stuff. I never had any problems with the zippers. However, these are supposedly new and improved. They've gone to a PVC design zipper, which is supposed to be more water resistant, more watertight, if you will. So, putting things like cell phones, or if you carry an iPad for navigation or a tablet for navigation, stuff like that, if you end up needing to put that in here during a rainstorm so it doesn't get wet, that's going to protect things like that obviously the elements could damage otherwise. So pretty cool. Just quickly, they seem to function great. Got these little pull tabs and stuff on them. So yeah, overall thoroughly impressed thus far. The big question is, are they going to fit in this Turbo R? So let's pop one of the doors open, take a look, and see if these things are going to work for us. One other thing I want to make note of, obviously on this you've got these mesh panels right here where you can put things in there. You've got your main storage compartment. Already talked about the new and improved zippers on those. One other thing is you have this area right here. To me it looks like if you need additional storage, because this does have, again, one of the PVC zippers on there. If you need additional storage, you could utilize this. However, they have included this sponge pad that will go in this area right here, that will serve as cushioning for like your shoulder or arm. Supposedly this is new and improved. It's a little softer from what I understand. It's supposed to be a little more plush. So if you wanted to do that, which I probably will, you just put that little sponge down in that area, close that zipper up, and now you've got roughly where your arm, your shoulder should be, a nice little pad there. I'm actually hoping once I get these put in that this might serve somewhat as an armrest. As many of you know that have the Pro XPs and you're getting into the Turbo R, Pro R machines, these doors are tall on the back. And so I typically like to ride with an arm on top of the door. A little difficult to do in these, so I'm hoping that once I get all my junk packed in this, and then this little pad right here next to your arm, I might actually have a bit of a surface I could rest my arm on. So that's an included bonus that I didn't even know I was going to get with these. All right, so let's move forward. I'm going to throw one of these on the door and see if we can get this thing installed. What's up, Rox? You going to help me install these door bags? So no work at the shop would be complete without the trusty shop dog here to help me. And I don't know what she's got into here, but it looks like she's been fighting with another dog or something. Who knows? But she's a pretty good girl. She helps. Thank you. All right, so let's take this door bag and just kind of set it up here, kind of visualize what this is going to look like. And a quick assessment would lead me to believe that I don't think we're going to have any problems. It looks like we're going to take some hardware out right here, here, possibly this one, and right here. Now, again, they've supplied hardware. These size, this is a T40 bolt, and they've supplied those, so I assume maybe the ones that they've supplied might be a little longer. I don't know. We're going to take these out. I'm going to pop a couple of these out, and we'll take a look and see if we need to modify anything, or I believe at this point this door bag may very well line right up and go right in. Right, I got a cordless drill here with the T40 bit on the end. I'm just going to take a couple of these out. I'm not going to take all of them out. Yeah, see, that's a pretty short bolt from the factory, and the ones that they have supplied are slightly longer. I don't know if you can make that out in the video, but a little longer. So we're definitely going to retain these for future use just in case we needed them, but I definitely recommend using the supplied hardware with this kit. All right, so I've removed this T40 bolt right here. I'm going to remove this top one kind of diagonally, if you will. Again, another short nut bolt from the factory there. So we're going to use the longer ones that Kemimoto has supplied. I'm going to take one of these, put it through this pre-cut hole, kind of start him by hand right there. And I'm going to do the same down here. And this is just going to kind of get us lined up so that we can manipulate the bag, take out the remaining hardware, and not try to fight with them all at one time. Obviously, you can do this installation a little differently if that's how you prefer to do it, but this is how I've chosen to do it, and we'll see how it turns out. All right, I'm going to turn this way down. Just kind of give these a little bit of a... We'll just get them started. All right, and so now I'm going to remove this T40 right here, and then I'll address this smaller T. Looks to be maybe a 30 or a 27. Okay, one other thing I want to note on real quickly here is this little tab is to line up with this bolt right here. This is going to be a T27. I do not have a T27 here. I have a T25 and I have a T30. Don't try to take that out with the T25. You're going to ruin the splines. That bolt holds part of the latch assembly, so it's a very tight bolt. Make sure you have the correct tool so that you don't permanently damage that. Okay, quick update. I was wrong, I'll admit it. Those are actually T30s. For some reason, the one on the passenger side, a T30, didn't really want to go in, and I was afraid that it was a T27, but they are in fact T30s. So as you can see, I have removed that and attached that tab on the door bag. So without further ado, let's hop in, drop a couple things into these bags, and see what I think. Okay, so yeah, sitting inside the machine, just like I thought, this pad right here, man, that's going to come in super handy for the upper part of your arm, your shoulder, when you're in here, if you're banging around at all. It gives you a nice soft surface to rest your shoulder against. Of course, again, the big mesh panels on the front, probably for me, that's where my cell phone will go for the most part, unless it's, you know, raining, or if we get into some mud or something, I'll move it somewhere else. But that's an easy place to put that. These things are massive. They actually even have another pocket inside, like if you wanted to put your cell phone in there, it fits down in that pocket great. I've got an iPhone. It fits in that pocket great, and then that way it's separated from everything else, so that you don't have to worry about the screen getting scratched or busted. Now, I mean, you know, how much stuff do you want to put in it? Snacks, drinks, you know, winch remote, flashlight, tools, survival gear. I mean, you know, you can load these things up, and I don't think you're not gonna run out of room. I mean, they're huge. They're way bigger than the ones in the XP machines. So yeah, super excited with these. The folks at Kemimoto, they've done a phenomenal job with these. I have to say, I'm really looking forward to getting out on the trails and putting these things to use. Now, as far as the armrest thing, I don't know that that's going to help me a whole lot. I might be able to just kind of rest my arm once I get these things packed, because I like snacks. I'm a big snack guy, so I'll probably put all kinds of chips and beef jerkies, and I'll have this thing so packed full of stuff, it'll probably serve as an armrest. But anyhow, they're great, guys. I can't complain with them any whatsoever. Everything seems to be improved from the older versions, and I think they'll serve me well. So again, to highlight, this is the Kemimoto Pro XP door bag, and I have successfully installed these in a 2022 Polaris RZR Turbo R, and subsequently they will also work in the 2022 Polaris RZR Pro R. Anyhow, I hope that this has helped some of you guys. Like I said, I know that there's a ton of people asking, hey, if I've bought a Turbo R, can I get these parts from a Pro XP? Will they fit, yes or no? And sometimes the answer is yes, sometimes the answer is no. Some of this stuff is proprietary. But happy to share today that the Pro XP door bags from Kemimoto will work. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe.